Welcome to selfdiscoverymedia.com, where we discover the communities that are making a difference in the lives of others. Our self-discovery is something we are all making on our life's journey. Here you will find the people that will be your guidance, that will be your inspiration, that will be there for you in support on your journey of life. Do enjoy. Our next show is... Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life, right here on selfdiscoverymedia.com. I'm your host, Sarah Troy. Well, this week I'm going to talk about reaction over challenges. I recently have been faced with something that rather has been a cutting off of the legs, so to speak. And at first, it did throw me into the deep dumps. It threw me into a depression. I just didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know how to handle it. I just knew that I had an overwhelming feeling of despair and sadness and frustration, and it hadn't turned to anger yet. It was just like disbelief. And I just didn't know what to do with it or why it had happened. And, kind of all the good things that were happening felt like the plug had just been pulled on it. And then I kind of went into the anger phase where I am pissed off and I'm angry. This is not right, and I've got to fight it. And there's still a bit of that there right now, that I know I've got to fight it, but not with the anger, but with the injustice of it. I've got to fight with that. And now it's kind of like, where do I take the fight? Where do I bring this awareness of what has happened? Because it didn't just happen to me, it happened to an awful lot of vulnerable people. And it's about, when we face those things, we have to go through the emotions. It isn't like, oh, just do this and just do that. Yeah, you've got to do something. But at the present moment, you're just feeling kind of overwhelmed by it, the information, and then the saddened, and then the depression, and then the everything else that you go through. We have to allow ourselves to go through those emotions, because it's literally draining, and there's nothing you can do while you're drained. And then there's a turn where, as I said, you kind of get mad and you want to do something about it. And it's like, yeah, get mad, speak about it, and then start compiling the things that you can do. But then you've got to be calm. You have to be calm, not mad. At this point, you have to be calm and go, okay, I can target this, and this person to bring about this injustice. The people have to know, so there isn't just your fight, it becomes a collective fight. But you have to do it rationally, and you have to do it calmly, and you have to do it in a way where you're inviting other people to support you. So if you're facing a challenge out there right now, one that's kind of thrown you for a loop, just when you thought things were going well, and here it comes, go through the emotions. It's okay to go through the emotions. You need to go through the emotions, because you can't do anything until you've spent those emotions. And I said, go through the anger emotions. That's when you write things down. You trust a couple of friends you can talk to about it. And then you go through, okay, the logics. What resources do I have? Where can I go? Who do I speak to? How do I fight this? And that's when you start compiling everything, and then targeting the people that you need to speak to. And in this case, it's going to be a very long fight, because it's government. So we all know fighting anything in the government is almost futile, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. And it's just get the people on your side, and let the voices ring out. Let them justify their actions in the media, and let them know what they've done is so very wrong. So that's where I've been at for the last week or so. And it's been a little bit of a knock, as I said, throw me for a loop. There's a lot of things I'm going to have to do differently now. And when you've gone through the initial kind of grief and sorrow and sadness and despair and anger and angst and strategic planning to fight it, you've got to then look at, okay, lifestyle has to change, and priorities have to change, and the fight just for your own survival has to change. So whatever you may be going through out there, whether, a situation like mine, or whether it was something that's been unjustly done, or whether it's you've become sick, or your job, a relationship, whatever it is, allow yourself to go through those emotions, because you need to go through them. You need to spend them. There's a process in everything that you do. And when you do it and you get through to the other side, that's when you can go, okay, all right, now I could be rational about it. I can put things together. I can start looking at my ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s and start productively moving forward in a way to support the situation and to support yourself during the situation. So I feel for you if you're going through something. I understand. More ways than one. Done this more times than not. But it's I've gone through the sadness and the despair now, even the anger, and now it is the strategic planning of what I'm going to do about it. And they always say a door closes, a window opens. So I have to look at this as an ending of one thing and a beginning of something else. And I may not know what or where or when, but I just have to keep moving forward in belief that this is maybe testing my resolve, or maybe preparing me for something else. I don't know. But it's not the end of the world. It's shaken the world, my world, but it's not the end of the world. And I have to look at finding that inner strength, which I know is there, even though it's a bit shaky, and move forward. And it doesn't matter what we're facing, folks. We can get through it. I know it's like, again, but we can get through it. We've shown our strength. We've shown our resilience. We've shown our courage. We know we can do this. It's just a question of gathering all of that inner strength again and going, okay, adversity, you've slapped me in the face. I'm right back there again. I'm going to stand tall. I'm going to stand in my own dignity, and I'm going to redirect, and I'm going to put right, and I'm going to propel forward in whatever way I can. So that's what life is about. It gives you knocks. It knocks you down. It tests you. Even when you think, I'm in a safe place, I'm in my zone, I'm in a happy place, the test will come along to knock you down. And that's when you kind of discover that, okay, never get complacent. I was happy, just because I was stable for a while. And it just means that I'm not stable. And it means it shows you can never count on anything. Just when you think you can count on something, you can't. Life is always about trying to make sure your stability is secure, never take it for granted, and that nothing is ever stable unless you are constantly on it to make sure that it's stable. So I hope that whatever you're going through right now, or whatever's hit you by either side of the head, that you will find, go for those emotions. As I said, it's okay. Have a damn good cry. Be angry. Don't lash out at your friends. You can tell your friends you're sad and things like this, but the anger needs to be lashed out elsewhere, on a bridge, in the forest, at the ocean, in your car, not to people. And then rationally put your argument together and dish that out cohesively and invitationally. And then just find your redirection. It's rather like, who moved my cheese? Spencer Johnson, MD. You see me talk about it a great deal on my things. It's like, the cheese is gone. And so I have to go finding the cheese in another place. So we can't be afraid of change, although it's annoying and it's sometimes quite devastating. We have to just accept that change and look, okay, it just means there's another path to be taken. And what do I take with me on this path? And where's this path going to lead me? And will it lead to a little more stability? Because clearly the ground I was on wasn't stable. So we pursue that, don't we? So whatever you are doing and whatever you're facing right now, know that you can get through this. Spend the emotions, go through them, start writing things down, even if it's anger at first, and then kind of take points from that and put it into some rationale thing that you can do. And if it's something that you can't fight against, you just can't, you have to just literally walk away from it, then kind of take from that anger list the list of what you need to do and to move forward, and then propel that energy into that movement of moving forward as to what you need to do, and ask the universe to guide you, to open up possibilities and opportunities for you to go down a different road, and to have the insight to see it, the courage to walk it, and the strength to withstand it. All right. So just a short one this week. Yep, I have been down. I am facing something, and I will get through this because I've got through everything. I've just got to find that strength. I will gladly accept any strength from anybody right now. Blessed be if anybody wants to give me an ounce of strength to help me on this path and this battle. I will still continue to bring you shows. I am going to take time off in September for 10 days, no shows, no interviews, and not even being on the computer. I'm just going to take some time out because I need to do that to kind of redefine and realign, and then I will be back, because my calling and my meaningful purpose is to keep bringing you people who are making a difference in the lives of others, and I will keep doing that until I simply can't do it anymore. So folks, I wish you well on whatever adversity you're going through right now, and may it all work out for you. But stay strong, stay courageous. You are worthy, you are abundant. It's just a question of there's a redirect putting you down a different path. So until next time, folks, may we always find strength, courage, dignity, self-respect and value, energy and love to face our new paths. Until next time, bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. You will hear many, many shows here on selfdiscoverymedia.com. We have new shows for you out every week. Just find them on our podcast or What's New. If you feel that you have something to share that makes a difference in the lives of others, or you too feel that you could be a host, please contact me at info@selfdiscoverymedia.com, and we will be glad to speak with you. Have a wonderful day.